Hey all, welcome back to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. My name is Kurt. Tonight we're going to be doing part 2 of our old-fashioned whiskey showdown. On our last episode we did part 1. Trying to put that link somewhere up here, so if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch part 1 before you get into part 2. But what Trenton and I have done, we have chosen 10 different bourbons and rye whiskey to mix just a simple basic old-fashioned, and we're trying to see which bourbon or rye makes the best old-fashioned. On our last show we mixed Maker's Mark, Elijah Craig, Old Grandad Bottled in Bond, Old Forester 100, and Wild Turkey 101 rye. Now, last week we had tasters. I had myself, we had Trenton, the boss of the show, Trenton's girlfriend Michelle, and my lovely wife tasted each and every one of them, which was just ridiculously great. Usually doesn't happen. So we're going to do the same thing tonight. We're going to mix up what you see on the bar top. What we have tonight is Knob Creek 9-year Redemption High Rye Bourbon, Wild Turkey 101, Old Grandad 114, and Early Times. That's our lineup for tonight. And so once we get a winner for this evening, coming up on the very next Monday, we're going to do the showdown. The winner of show 1, which was Old Grandad Bottled in Bond, will go against head-to-head in an old-fashioned showdown with the winner of tonight's lineup. So that's enough of all that. Let's get into it. Let me start by mixing one real quick, just like we did in our last video. Let me mix one old-fashioned. This is just kind of what I do if I want a quick and easy. By the way, we had a ton of comments on other quick and easy methods for old fashions, which really look great as well. So whatever works for you, works for you. For tonight though, I'm going to do the exact same so we have a good comparison. I'm going to start out with a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. I'm going to follow that up with just a couple dashes of orange bitters. I don't really have a preference. I had that question as well. I don't have a preference with orange bitters. Whatever you like the best is fine. I'm going to pour in a 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup. I bought this through Amazon. It's a Lieber & Co. product, which is excellent. If you want to make your own, more power to you. Sometimes I just don't have time to do that. But if you want to make your own, that's just as well also. So once we have the Angostura bitters, orange bitters, 1/4 ounce of Demerara, I'm just going to pull out this Knob Creek 9-year. It's 100 proof bourbon. I'm going to pour in 2 full ounces of the Knob Creek 9-year. That's all the ingredients of this real simple, quick and easy old-fashioned. I'm going to get just a little bit of ice in our mixing glass and we're going to give it a spin. Once again, you want to stir the cocktail till it gets a little bit cold and frosty at the bottom of your mixing glass. Then you know you're good to go. Should be good. I've got a single rocks glass with a pretty nice clear rock of ice. We're going to give this a pour. And that looks beautiful. All right, that's it. Now, for the sake of time, we're going to mix an old-fashioned for the rest of these that are on the bar top. And when we come back, we're going to taste them all. We're going to see which one wins. Okay, we're back. What we've done is mixed an old-fashioned for each of these bottles of whiskey that are on the bar top, mixed identical. The levels are a little different because my ice is all hand cut, so some of them are a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. But trust me when I tell you, all of them were mixed with 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, 2 dashes of orange bitters, a 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup, and 2 ounces of the particular whiskey. So we have our testers ready to go. Again, I'm going to take a taste test. Trenton's going to do it. He's the boss of the show. And then we got Michelle is going to take a taste of it. And my lovely wife is just waiting in the wings and can't wait to get a hold of some of these glasses. So let's start out What do you think, Trent? My right to my left? Is that what we did last time? Right to the left. Knob Creek 9-year, 100 proof, excellent bourbon for the price. Let's see what we have. That's a that's real nice. That's a real nice old fashioned. Who get what? Michelle. Michelle's getting voted to taste second. Yeah, it's pretty favorable.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Now my lovely bride. I love this when she does this. According to my wife's reaction, she wasn't real preferable to the Knob Creek 9. I thought it made a pretty nice old fashioned. Moving forward, I want to get into this Redemption High Rye Bourbon. I'm kind of looking forward to that because of the High Rye mash bill. Let's see what we have. Truthfully, I don't know why I was looking forward to it, because I have to be honest, I should keep my mouth shut until you guys taste, but I'm not a big fan of that one, to be truthful. That's just me. Honey, you're going to love this one. If you heard anything back in the camera, that was her going, pretty much representable of what happened on that one.
I don't hate it.
By the way, I tried to talk them to come in front of the camera, but they just don't want to do it. I don't know. What's the big deal? It's just a camera. Come on ahead, honey. Bring it on up here. All right, moving forward quickly, we got Wild Turkey 101. Solid. That's solid. I mean, you got your quintessential Wild Turkey 101. I mean, it's hard to beat that, especially for the price point. Again, while they're tasting this, we tried to pick 10 different varieties of whiskeys that were roughly around the same price. We didn't get too high in the price range. Again, if we did a Four Roses single barrel or Russell Reserve single barrel or anything like that, $50, $60 range, we wanted to pick some whiskeys that were representable of what most folks like us would be mixing in old fashions, something in the $20 to $35 price range. All right, moving forward, Old Granddad 114. Of course, 114 means 114 proof.
If you don't mind me asking, what are the proofs on the other three?
I don't mind asking. I don't mind you asking. Knob Creek 9 was 100 proof. Oh, I don't even know this one, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to wear my glasses. Go here, try and read that. I can't see it. I don't know where my glasses went to. What's the proof on the High Redemption? It's 100 proof, is it?
105.
It's actually 105 proof. Good question, honey, because I passed that up. 105 proof on this Redemption High Rye Bourbon. Wild Turkey 101 is the proof, 101 proof. And again, this Old Granddad is 114 proof. All right, last but not least, we have Early Times Bottled and Bond, and if it's bottled and bond, that means it is 100 proof. Very solid as well. I mean, Early Times is hard to beat. It's just a really, really good bourbon. Really, really good. All right. We have that. Trent, I'm going to do one thing, and I know you told me not to do it, but I'm going to trump you on this one. We're going to cut one more time, and I'll mix a real quick one with Old Forester Rye. It's just something I think we need to do. I know there's 5 here, but there'll be 6. Give me 1 minute, and I'll be right back to you. All right, we're back, and I certainly do apologize. I really do. We'd had a few comments that they wanted to see a little bit more rye whiskey in the mix as well. So that was weighing on my mind a little bit. But also, when I tasted each and every one of these 5, for me personally, I didn't really have a clear-cut, winner. In the last show, Old Granddad Bottle and Bond was like, that's the one. It's just what it was. It was really, really good. So, guys, let's do this real quick. Honest to God, off camera, we did not taste the Old Forester Rye. This Old Forester Rye is 100 proof. I just mixed it real quick. We'll get a quick sip on this one and see what this tastes like. I don't know. It's good too. Now it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be tough. Went to Michelle, then I went to my wife. I didn't see your. You weren't hating that, obviously, because I didn't see you, going all over the place with that one. Okay, we got to come to a conclusion here. We got to get this video to an end. So, honey, which one did you like the most?
Honestly, I know I pounded my chest after I tasted it, but after tasting the rest of them, I'd probably say Knob Creek.
And I would agree with her, honestly. The Knob Creek really made a real nice sweet. And Michelle said the same thing. It's a real nice sweet old fashioned. So if you like a sweet tasting old fashioned, Knob Creek 9 really was a little bit on the sweeter side. Michelle?
I agree. It's not my favorite because I don't really love really sweet bourbons. I like the Old Granddad, but I'm a sucker for rye. So when you pulled out the Old Forester,
I know.
me a little.
That's why I said it's going to be a real hard decision now, because I like the rye too. Trenton, what do you got?
The rye.
Yeah, isn't that something? And man, this is going to be rough on me because it's going to land on me. I agree with my wife. This is, if you love sweet, this Knob Creek 9 really made a real sweet old fashioned. I'll be honest with you, this Redemption Bourbon High Rye was kind of crap to me, to be quite honest with you. I was really looking forward to it because it was a high rye bourbon, but it just really just fell flat, and it really shouldn't be out on the show. I'm just going to be honest with you on that one. Wild Turkey 101 was a pretty decent. I give it a middle of the pack. I really like the Old Granddad 114 because I really love that backbone that it gives it. You guys know that I really like that Old Granddad 114. Early Times was an exceptional old fashioned too. It's a real easy sipper, an exceptional bourbon. It doesn't give you a lot of flavors, outside the box or anything like that, but it's an extremely easy sipper and a really nice bottle for an old fashioned. But for me, it's between the Old Forester Rye and the Old Granddad 114, and I'm killing. I just need to do this, Trent. I apologize. I hope this thing doesn't go too far, too long on the video, but all right. I have to say, I'm really excited that I put the Old Forester Rye out there because that's my winner. And I think from the other, Trenton and Michelle, that was their winner too. My lovely wife, she just likes anything sweet, like I told you before. And it is an excellent bottle, this Knob Creek 9, for a sweet old fashioned. But I think that Old Forester Rye really stands out. In the last video, we had the Wild Turkey 101 Rye, and I don't think it stood out anything. What do you think? I don't think it really stood out anything near this Old Forester Rye did. So I know it's a shocker and it's a surprise. Honestly, before it would have been the Old Granddad 114, but for tonight, for me, for Trenton, and for Michelle, Old Forester 101 Rye, Old Forester Rye 100 proof takes the win. So we'll see you on Monday. We're going to go head to head with Old Forester Rye and Old Granddad Bottle and Bond. We're going to see which particular whiskey creates the best old fashioned, and I'll tell you what, I can't wait. Thanks so much for watching. We certainly appreciate it. Boy, we appreciate each and every one of you. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly. Hey, we'll see you next time right down here with me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.